Today we're going to be doing the Autocad Architectural one. We're going to be doing a single home, which is going to be project number D13, a two-story home. So we're going to start off by doing what, guys? We're going to start off by hitting the project browser. Okay. From there, we're going to go make a new folder. In this case, I already did it. It's in My Documents under D13. But if you need to make your own, you go on the little icon right over here which says Create a New Folder. In there, you could create it, rename it. Once you create that folder, I do recommend you click on it so it actually goes into that folder. So I'll delete this new folder afterwards, but you have it done there. In fact, here, I'll just make a new folder altogether. New folder, D13, single house. I'll change it up right now, single house. But you can leave it as D13. Okay, I'm going to open it up, and now it's active. Once that is active, the next step I'm going to do is start a new project. So I'm going to click New Project. And now we're going to start doing a project name. So in this case here, our project number is going to be our course, so it's going to be D13. And our project name, we could call it Single Home. Single home, single house, whatever you want to do. And in description, we could write that it's a two-story house. All right. A key thing to remember, if we are working with templates, you will click here and choose a template. But in this case here, we do not want a template. So we're going to omit this button over here and choose no template. We're going to change those settings later on, but we don't need to have it, because if you do use a template from AutoCAD, it's going to give you a whole bunch of different view sheets that you don't really need at the moment, and it's just going to flutter and get confused you guys. So we're just going to press OK, and from there it's going to activate. So now by it being dark like this, it means this is the current project that is active. We're going to press close, and it's going to give you a pop-up like you see over here, which is the project navigator. The project navigator now has the projects, the constructs, the views, and the sheets, which we'll get into later on. The first thing we're going to adjust is our current project. You notice right now that it's in a metric, so it's in decimal point. So to change that, we're going to go to the settings up here, edit the project, and we're going to go change the following objects. Under templates, we're going to go use, see it says common model view templates. We're going to click on it, and it's going to open up this drawing here. Now, assuming when you guys installed AutoCAD Architectural 2019, you did choose the template options. If you didn't, we'll copy them and bring them home on your computers. But if you go down now, we're looking for model view. You're going to go down till you get to AEC model Imperial CTB. We're going to click on it and press open. So now that one's active. Then we're going to go to the same thing over here for our sheet templates. We're going to go to click on it, and you notice that it gives us a couple sheets, but it's not the right one. Right now it's in global CTB. So we click on the three dots, and we're going to go back to AEC sheet CTB and press open, which now you see we have arc A, arc B, C, D, E, F. For our case here, we're going to use arc D, which is 24 by 36. We're going to press OK. And you notice you get a pop-up saying you have the following changes. Just do apply to all objects. So it's going to update the drawings as well. Here we're going to set this to yes for the paths. Match sheet layers, we'll say yes as well. And prefix the names, we'll put yes to all three of them. Press OK and say yes to save the paths. You're going to notice it's going to flicker a bit. And then when it comes back, you're going to notice this should upgrade in a few seconds. It's still updating. If it doesn't update, we'll go back to check to see if it's the same thing. We left this one here as Imperial, so it should be okay. And now it's switched. It was a little bit of a glitch, but it changed finally. Now that that's done, we're going to go start setting up our levels. So we're going to click over here, Edit Levels, like so. And we're going to start adding levels to our drawings. So we're going to start from the basement level. So we're going to go here and type in basement. Double click and type in basement, like so. And for here, we're going to put it negative 5'6" and the height is going to be 4'6". And for description, we're just going to put foundation. Okay. Now we're going to add another one, which is going to go on top of it. That's why we start from the basement. We're going to go to the ground level, double click, ground level. And our floor here is going to be -1 foot. And the next one is going to be 1 foot. And description, we're going to put ground level. You don't need to put the description, it's just good practice. Insert. You'll notice that it keeps updating here perfectly for us. Why is that? It's because we have auto adjust elevation. If this was off, this number wouldn't change and you have to change it manually. By having it on auto, it's going to automatically fix the number as we type in the one we want. So if I go type in here 10 feet, you're going to notice that on the next one, it's going to say here 10 feet, which is going to be the first floor. But let's go and change number 3 here to ground floor. This one here is going to be called entry level. Add a new one, and see, 10 feet already, because we did the automatic. This is the first floor. And this one is 10. This one here would be 8 feet high. And we're going to go call this upper level. Perfect. Then now we have the bases of all of them. Press OK. Say yes. And you're going to notice now we have our sheets with our descriptions that we typed in before. If you did make a mistake and you need to modify it, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the icon right over here, Edit Levels, and you're able to change the descriptions you want by clicking on them and modifying them as you please. Once the levels are done, the next step we're going to do is our divisions. So we're going to go here, press Edit Divisions, and we're just going to add 2 divisions to this drawing. We're going to add the main building and the garage. So we're going to go here. In this case here, I'm going to do main building. Description, you can write the same thing. If you want, you can just copy paste it in. Oops. Okay, maybe not. Main building. Press add, and now we're going to add our garage. Sorry, garage. Single garage, and we're going to go change this now to main level. Perfect. This we can name an ID. We can put it to 2 to make a difference. Press OK. One thing I forgot to do inside the levels, and I'm going to go back to adjust it, is go back here, and I forgot to change the IDs. So the IDs, just to make it easier, for the basement we're going to type in B. For the ground level we're going to type in S. For the entry level we're going to type in G. And for the upper level we're going to type in F. Okay, see how we could go back and adjust it. And now we have that set for our introduction to starting the new project. So once you have this done and everything selected and saved, you can go on and start with the grids. One thing I want to show you before I end this one tutorial video is if ever you want to work from home and you want to save the work and import export, what you do is this. You close this object here. You're going to make sure you have no files open. Go to the project browser. Right click, close. Now you have the project closed. So what you can do now is you can right click again and do browse project, which is going to bring you exactly where your file is saved. Go up one, go to this file here, copy it to your USB, whatever you want. Then once you get home, say it's on your desktop, you're going to do the same steps again. Say it's on my desktop, now I'm going to do browse. I'm home now. This is a different, say you're at home, you just open it up, open up project browser, hit the browse button. You're going to go look for your USB, you're going to copy it to your documents at home. Do not work off your USB at home because it's going to slow it down. So either on your desktop, your documents. From there you're going to go find the folder, open up your single home, and you're going to click on this file here, which is your Autodesk project information. Press open, and it's going to bring it back to the same settings that you had over here. And do the same process when you're at home and you're saving. Right click, close project, bring it in, and reload it again. Thank you very much, and we will continue after this break.